improved question answering using domain prediction. As the title of the paper suggests, in this paper we are using an additional domain information in order to improve our existing question answering system, and we are doing question answering over a knowledge graph. So what is question answering over a knowledge graph? So let us understand this using this conversation scenario between two agents. The first agent asks the question, who wrote Hamlet? This question belongs to literature domain. Second question is, what is the national animal of India? This question belongs to biological species domain question. The third question is from the film domain. Similarly, fourth one is from the sports domain, and the fifth one is from the music domain. So in a trivial question answering system, the answering agent has to traverse different databases in order to answer these questions. But in a knowledge based scenario, we have the knowledge base, which is the container of all the world's knowledge. So the answering agent has to just go to the knowledge base, retrieve the information and respond to the user. So but what the knowledge graph is? As I have previously explained, that knowledge graph is the container of all the world information, and the world information is stored in a form of the graph, where each entity of the world is a node in the graph, and relations between those entities is represented as an edge in the graph. Let us suppose, for the example, given two entities of the world, Barack Obama and the Michelle Obama, they are nodes in the knowledge graph, and the relation between them, spouse and the husband respectively, is an edge connecting those nodes. Now we will discuss how QA over KG is done. For querying a knowledge base, we have to do two steps. First is identify the head entity for the question, and after identifying the head entity, we need to identify the correct relation which is suitable for the given question. So given example, what is the birthplace of William Shakespeare? The first step is to identify William Shakespeare among all the world entities. After identifying the mentioned entity, the next task is to retrieve the correct relation which is birthplace among the pool of relations tagged to this William Shakespeare. And at the end, after correctly identifying William Shakespeare and the birthplace, we end up at the UK, which is the answer for the given query. Next question is, are all the queries answerable using the current approaches? The answer for this question is no. Some questions need some more supervision in order to get answered correctly. For example, given this question, which production company has performed Othello? But in the knowledge base, we have many Othellos. Othello is a film also, Othello is a game also, it's a book also, as well as it's a play also. So the current QA system get confused about which Othello the question is asked about. So now we can supervise our algorithm by providing some context information from the question itself in order to remove the spurious entities which are also the probable mention for this Othello. Okay. So what if we tell the QA system the domain from which the question is asked? This is the supervision I was talking about in the previous slide. Okay. So if we provide that this question belongs to theatre domain using the context information from the question itself, we can clearly disambiguate this Othello and come to the conclusion that this Othello is a Othello play and not other Othellos. Now after identifying the correct Othello, the second task is to retrieve the correct relation among all the tagged relations to this Othello, which is the production company. And after identifying the correct mentioned entity and the relation, we end up at the Royal Theatre, which is the answer to this query. For more details, visit our paper.